All right, let's get into some more ship graveyard simulator for the funsies of it. Because, you know, if you're not doing it for the funsies, what are you doing it for? Let's figure out what ship we're doing today, because I definitely don't remember. For those of you that noticed at the top of the screen the gigantic influx of money, that would be because, off stream, I went and redid that AOG ship that I kind of skipped through, and just uploaded it to YouTube directly, because I didn't feel like people on stream would want to sit through it a second time. So, that's okay. It's done. It's there. If somebody wants to watch it, it's on YouTube, you know? I think it's this one. The Multi-Wojti? Multi-Wojti. That's the one. The Multi-Wojti. Probably not how you're supposed to say it, but too bad that's how we're saying it. I will probably never remember that that's the ship name, because I literally spent all of the last thing thinking that's the one I was doing, but it was not. So let's see what we can get for upgrades today with our ginormous pile of money.
Hello.
You know what I wanna? Technically, I want to get the chip. Ooh, we could upgrade the crane. Can we actually upgrade the crane? No, that's the $1,000,000 question now. Can we actually upgrade the crane?
My friend.
Crane. Ooh, I can. Okay. Crane now level 3. And the other thing I wanted to upgrade was
Hello.
the torch. And for the hell of it, I guess we can grab the crate blueprint. Why not? Ooh, the next one's $5,000. That's a pricey crane upgrade, but you know, whatever. We'll get there someday. I mean, technically we were there, but you know, we spent all that money on other stuff. Okay, torch order. Cool, upgrade. Great, can we upgrade what's left of the crate with this? Almost, which means we can just go sell stuff. Oh, we're back to a cake decorator's torch. Went from something that looked like you might actually use it to break welds to a cake torch. I only need to sell like whatever, we'll just sell that much. It's more than enough.
Shubh my friend.
Alright, now we got the big box.
Fir milte hain, my friend.
Now we can hold all of the cargo, the whole 774 pounds of weight that this man can hold and carry, and throw with basketball plus strength, and somehow I managed to get the truck stack. Well, it's not so big. This is a manageable sized ship, you know? It's not ginormous, it's only half a ship. Half a ship is, you know, nothing crazy, I guess. I mean, it's big, but it's not like holy crap big, I guess. I guess that's the way you put it. Alright, let's get all this stuff off the top deck cleared first, though. Great, thank you. Alright, Crane Man. Ivan, do your job! We need alloys, speakers, table, little racks, some oil, fire extinguishers. Ooh, used fire extinguishers. Who knew there'd be a market for that? You know, might as well just grab all this. I was trying to get to the other side of the deck, but apparently there's just doors in the way. Look. More container. Well, our box looks really fancy now. At least that's something, you know? I have no idea what they say about fancy boxes, but, you know, we have one. Can I... no? Yeah! Look at those magic saw blade that extendo reach. Real good. Oh. Interesting. They double stack the cargo container? Okay. Whatever floats your boat, I suppose. Grab me some acid. Some oil and the ladder. Some more acid. Look at all that. All that good stuff. Right on the top deck there. Okay, let's take care of... Nope. That was not what I wanted to do. Let's take care of this so that we can, get rid of this shipping container right off the bat. Then it's gone and I don't have to think about it ever again because it's, you know, away with Ivan. My half ship is adorable, or my crate is adorable? Or the new should be only used for making baked Alaska torch. The half ship, okay. That's a new one. I mean, it's a half of a big ship, but you know, I guess you know you could consider this rust bucket a cute thing. No, it's not the wrong tool. Just let me have this. There, no. Just didn't want to let me have it. Could extendo reach across railings, but like, there we go. Alright, the next thing I want to get rid of are these stacks, because I know they take a bit. You gotta do all of this and then take them apart piece by piece. Saw just doesn't want to do its job today. Can I just tell him to take that away? Cool. Well, hopefully he does it fast and then I don't have to think about it and worry about it because it'll just be gone. So I was like, oh man, I just broke the ladder. That's a bad idea. Should have climbed up first, but you know. We improved Ivan. He goes faster now, you know? He should take care of... Oh, he did. Look at that. He's so much faster. Dude is doing his job with a purpose now. Apparently he just needed, you know, a couple $1,000s in order to... It's a bonus pay, you know? Bonus pay for Ivan. To do his job a little better. I wanted to be on the second, yeah, there we go. I was like, I don't want to go all the way up. I just want to be on this second level of the mast. Wouldn't we all work faster for bonus pay? I mean, to be fair, I don't think that that's necessarily true. Sometimes bonus pay doesn't even, like, make you care to work faster. It's just like, oh, you mean you finally paid me an almost living wage? Wow. There we go. Okay. That's the side that he took away, yeah. Now we can tell him to take that away. And then we can get to taking this down. Apparently I can't hit those rivets though. There we go. Can we get that one too? Cool. I'd say faster, not better. That's true, you did say faster. You did say faster, not better. I mean, I don't even know that I'd work faster for a little bonus pay. Like, I mean, let's be real. If I did things like, I mean, depending on what your job is, I guess you could take shortcuts to make things faster, but then have to go back and fix them later. But, you know, to each their own. To each their own. I want to take this apart. Oh, let me, thank you. That's fine. I can just live its best life over there. So my my YouTube algorithm finally decided to give me actual things to watch on YouTube for a change. Which is something, because like I honestly, like, I'm super tired of seeing the same 5 dudes content popped up, which I clicked on the one video of like one of them, and that was it, you know. It was just the same 5 dudes, and I was curious about the other one. I was like, what are your content look like? And you're just a carbon copy of the other bro. And when I say bro, I literally mean bro. But anyways, it finally did something. And it changed up what it recommended me, and actually recommended something kind of cool. I mean, it was short-lived cool, but it was still cool. It was something that I've never, I mean, it's old, but it's something I've never seen done before. They're called, like, it's called acapelagos. It's where you play a game, like, you and a bunch of friends play games, so, like, a bunch of different games. So, like, for example, you play, like, Mario, I don't know, what is it, Galaxy or whatever it is, the newer one, one of the newer ones. No idea what the new Marios are. I haven't kept up with Mario in ages. But like a Mario that like has like move unlocks in it, so like, you know, like you gotta do a ground pound or a double jump or whatever. And then like somebody else is playing whatever, Hollow Knight is the only other thing that comes to my mind because they were playing Hollow Knight. And either way, like, so like you pick stuff up in both of the games, and like when you pick something up in Mario, like you get a star in Mario and it like unlocks something for Hollow Knight. And like you pick things up in Hollow Knight and it unlocks stuff for like it unlocks stuff in Mario. I thought it was kind of cool. It like makes it kind of interesting to play stuff you've played like 8 billion times over, because it's a game you enjoy with like friends who are, you know, playing a different game than you, because let's be real and face it, the days of multiplayer games that you can play with people is kind of sort of dead. The only thing you get nowadays that's really multiplayer is just the friend slop stuff, which, you know, can be entertaining. We all enjoyed those games, like, don't ever get me wrong, you know, some RV There Yet, some Lethal Company, you know, whatever gets your jollies. But you know, they don't make like true, you know, multiplayer games to like the extent that they once upon a time did. And I get it. They aren't profitable. MMOs are dying, you know, we're all unfortunately like at an age now where putting, you know, hundreds of hours into an MMO in a week is not really an option. I say hundreds, but it's not really hundreds, but you know what I mean. So I thought it was just kind of cool. It's a interesting way to play games with friends. It made for some cool. It's made for a good watch for a change. However, I then proceeded to get recommended Minecraft videos and made the mistake of clicking on one because I was like, that's kind of interesting. That was a mistake. Now YouTube has gone down a rabbit hole of thinking that I like Minecraft and that it should just recommend me a bajillion Minecraft videos, namely the weird SMP video content things. They're like super scripted and they're like trying to make you think that they're role-playing on a server with like hundreds of people, and they're really not, because it's just them and their 3 buddies going into their group band Discord and telling people that they need a whole bunch of volunteers to do something dumb. I mean, you know, if you're into that, you're into that. I'm not. You know, if that's what you like watching, that's what we're watching, but it's not my cup of tea. But I broke my own YouTube algorithm again, and now it thinks I really like Minecraft, and 100% definitely is really not the case. I just thought this one video idea was kind of cool, because I mean, let's be real, like the interesting thing about Minecraft is you can do a lot with it because there's 8 bajillion mods out there, which kind of makes it so that you can do a lot of different stuff that, you know, you can incorporate from other games or other places or other scenarios. But oh man, my YouTube is once again now super broken, which is all my own fault. I should have known better. Clicking on that Minecraft video was poison. Should have known, didn't really think about it, and made the mistake. Now I have to live with that mistake for probably like the next, you know, 4 to 6 months till I can get YouTube to realize that I'm not interested in watching Minecraft SMP videos or whatever the other ones are. Civilization videos? I don't really know. They now play when I leave autoplay on and just let my YouTube do stuff while I do other stuff. It's a horrible thing. It's broken my YouTube again. I feel like now I must play Minecraft. Them's rules. I don't even own Minecraft. So like I played I played a couple hours of Minecraft probably back when it was like what? Oh, I want to say like 2016-ish. My friend's kid who I babysat, his grandma bought him a copy of it, and like I was playing, like at the time I was playing DC on my like computer that I had there when I was watching them, because I was there for a while. And he was like, well, you should come see this and you should play this with me. And so I made a world with him. Really, it was just me playing and him trying to teach me how to make stuff, because I didn't understand, which is sad because it's Minecraft and it's 100% a little kid's game at that point in time. But that's about the only time I've ever played Minecraft, was like way long time ago. I mean, they've done a bajillion updates and it's definitely not the same game anymore. But yeah, that's the only time I've ever played Minecraft, was 800 bajillion years ago. And I'm never getting this where I want it to go, so we'll just throw that in the corner and make ourselves a hole. So, and I'm not spending $25 on a game that's like 20 years old. It's just not happening. There'd have to be like a really good reason for me to do that to myself. Like a really good reason. And I don't think there's a good enough reason. Gotta be brutally honest. Unless you were to offer me like some insane money. And even then, it's a question of how much do I hate myself. Or how desperate am I is probably the better way to put it. How desperate am I for said money? watch in like 6 months. I'll be over here playing Minecraft because, you know, it has the money. Oh, let's hope not. That would be horrible. Either way, I'm sad now. Like, I was like, oh, for 5 minutes I got actually like some interesting content and some interesting things. Not that everybody that was doing the archipelago did not annoy me. There's a couple people that they were playing the games with that, you know, less than people that I'd want to watch just because, you know, they have specific attitudes and mannerisms that I personally can't stand, but, you know, that's how that goes. Some people just annoy the crap out of you, and that's what that is, you know? Oh, my box. My box was invisible. No, it's back. Everything's fine. Okay. But, moral of the story, don't ever click on the Minecraft video, even if it looks remotely interesting. And it kind of was, you know, but, also once you go down that rabbit hole, YouTube really thinks you like Minecraft, and they will forever give you Minecraft videos. Just don't do it. Don't do it. No matter how desperate you are, no matter how cool it looks, just don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Moral of the story of like this week / last week. Don't ever do it. I'm never gonna get rid of Minecraft off my YouTube algorithm now. I think after this room it's just the outside deck stuff, and then we should be able to break. Oh, I almost forgot this. Nope, I apparently didn't disconnect everything. What did I miss in here? Oh, just this one. Apparently I missed one. Oh, it's okay. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to her YouTube viewers. Click on the Minecraft videos. Tag me. Can you even tag people? Oh yeah, I guess you can in the comment section. You're not wrong. Oh my god. Please don't give people ideas. Netcha. I don't think people need help with that, but you know. Don't go give them ideas. That just sounds like a bad time. But also, like, I mean, if you did that to yourself, you 100% would just end up with, you know, my problem now of non-stop Minecraft. I mean, you could do it to yourself, I guess. I highly do not recommend. Uh-oh. I went to throw this and there's walls in the way. I'm gonna have to take that down. I have to like knock the walls down so I can actually be able to throw stuff out. I don't know. But anyways, like the thing that I'd like to see is like more of those archipelago videos, but from people who are not, you know, the people who I saw doing them, but like other content creators, you know, that I find interesting. Granted, they're few and far between that I actually watch, so that's probably a pipe dream, but you know, they were cool. They were cool. I just think the concept is cool, being able to like play multiple different games with your friends and still like having it, you know, interact with each other. We like at least like our specific group of friends has been finding it difficult to find multiplayer games to play together because the well is dry. I tell you. Again, it's mostly because we're, like, you know, at the age where the... Oh, that was a mistake. No, it wasn't. It was fine. It was like, I just created an entire hole in the floor. We're just kind of, like, at that age where playing an MMO is just kind of off the table. I mean, it's not off the table, but we also just are at a point where we don't want to be throwing, you know, that amount of time into a video game anymore. Our expectations aren't low enough. I mean, that's probably also the problem. We grew up when a time when games were different. So, and none of us just want to play WoW because we just that's a time sink and a half that nobody wants to enter anymore. Not that it was ever something that I super was into, but you know. Okay, I got all of that. Did I get all the ones in here? Like, I'm pretty sure... Nope. Leading myself delusional things where I've actually got all the rivets for once in my time. Alright. Oh, let's knock the floor out from underneath my feet. I meant to knock that wall out, but that's okay. I mean, it's whatever. We're gonna make holes now in the walls. You just want to be casual, but you start getting good at a game and you get people who take it too serious and sweaty and it kills. Yeah, I mean, that's just the thing, right? Like, we all used to play games and we got sweaty and, like, none of us want to, like, put the time into getting sweaty, but also, like, the unfortunate thing is like, for a game to often feel good, you have to get good, and you kind of have to get a little bit sweaty, and you have to... I think my biggest issue with them all is that, like, you have to do crafting in most like multiplayer games now. Like, any MMOs that are left, they have a crazy crafting system, and if you don't do the crafting, you have to grind for the money. I mean, sometimes you have to do both. You have to grind for the money and do the crazy crafting system. I just can't do it to myself anymore. I just wish they, like, it was just, like, you know. Destiny is a good example where, like, gear is just out of, like, dungeon drops and it's great, but also at the same time, like, they have a lot of, like, FOMO stuff that where if you don't do it within a certain time, you're never getting the stuff. Oh, I found the MK hook. Oh, Mortal Kombat hook! It's a Mortal Kombat hook. Ah! Standard shipping containers are 20 or 40 feet long. The capacity of a former is the industry standard measure of capacity, TEU, a unit of 20-foot intervals. About 11 billion tons of cargo are transported annually by sea, of which 8 billion tons are dry cargo transported by bulk carriers. The remaining 3 billion tons of container loads with a global capacity around 775 million TEUs in 2020. That's a lot of cargo, but also makes sense. I mean, ports never really stop. At least the one here doesn't ever stop. To be fair, we get American cargo here and it gets shipped here by ship, and then they ship it from here down to Washington State by train. So it's a round robin there. And now I've lost my train of thought. I think I was just complaining about how I'd like to play an MMO, but I don't want all the crafting and everything. FOMO. FOMO is the problem. FOMO is the problem with a lot of stuff now that doesn't require you to craft a bajillion things. That's what I was saying. And the other problem with that is like you get the FOMO and then you grind out a bajillion you know, pieces of currency, and then you're just burnt out on the game again. Or at least that's, you know, how I feel about it. Things just aren't fun when you're, you know, having to run the same piece of content 18 times in a day so that you can get enough currency. And, like, to say that that's not how it's intended to be done, I call shenanigans because, well, it's 100% the intent. I missed another rivet. Man, I missed a lot of pieces. Way more than what I thought I did. In all fairness, I thought I'd gotten everything, but then, you know, come to find out, like normal, I've missed huge chunks of stuff, so. I want to see if I can get this wall down, because this wall's kind of annoying. It just attached. Is it even... What is even up with this wall? Oh! Alright. No, there's no way in hell I'm hitting that from there. Okay. One side it didn't show it, but that's fine. That's not gonna fall. Okay. Oh, it's because it's attached over here. That's better. Okay. Back to cleaning up the floor. Now that I don't have a crazy wall overhang. Alright, I suppose at this point we will start taking out the floor and pick up stuff as we go. 'Cause that should be mostly everything picked up anyways. Oh, that leave the. I was about. I'm like I'm gonna make a hole that I was on that I left out. I left one rivet sitting there, so it won't fall apart. Oh, thank God. 'Cause that would be a bad place for a hole on the floor right there. 'Cause I still need to go to the outside. Oh, hello, Mr. Broom. You know what? Honestly, the upgrade to the 10 bucks is actually like it doesn't seem like a huge upgrade when you make it from like what you previously could hold. I guess that's like an extra 100 pounds. It's makes you feel like you're not spending every 5 minutes having to go throw your box into the truck, you know? Amazing what a little bit of a difference that makes. So I'm sure later on I'm just gonna be complaining that like it's still not enough, but at least it feels enough right now. So that's an improvement. Where does this go? Down some stairs. Okay. Well, you can stay down the stairs. Hammer is just like that much too fast that like I think it's gonna hit it and then it doesn't. Even though, like, previously it would have, like, why it hits 3 here and 3 there, but misses these 2? I don't get it. Hammer has its own mind, I swear. It's like, these 3 rivets are ones that I wanted to hit. This one's gonna stay, you know, riveted. Because it's riveting. Alright. We'll leave that. That can be done later. It's on the same level, but we'll do it when we actually get to the next deck. Wow, that wall went flying. It said Sayonara ship. It did not want to stay on one with the ship. It was just gone. Well, it looks like these contracts are going pretty quick. We've got almost all of them done already. Which is nice, because it means that we won't be having to, like, nickel and dime things. Well, not that we've ever really had to nickel and dime things, but there's been times where, like, I've gotten to, like, the last bit of ship and still had the contracts, like, sitting there and being like, did I screw up? Did I blow stuff up? Did I bury things? But the answer is they were on the bottom deck in a hidden compartment. Can I? Ooh, look at that! You can just make it from anywhere. That's what happens when you actually take down the walls and they are not still standing in your way. Ooh, what a guest! Although I feel like I probably still need to jump shot them. Because green lies! It says it's green, but then it hits things and then it goes spiraling out of control and doesn't actually land in the truck. Right, should just be this room that I totally missed. Oh man, should just be this room that I totally missed, and then we can do the round of the deck hammer. I always miss one room, or miss one section of the deck, or something. It never fails. It never ever fails. Every single layer I do it. Every single layer I'm like, look, I got it all. See? Look, I did it. The answer is I've never actually done it. Except for, like, maybe when the boats were tiny. I mean, not that this boat is, like, ginormous, but, like, when they were, like, a quarter of a boat, you know? Tiny section of a boat, I think is the only time I've ever actually gotten all the rivets on a level. On a deck. Oh, it's just oil down there. I was like, what the heck is going on over there? Because there's like stuff stuck in the wall and it's just pipes. It's pipes that mean nothing. I'm super cautious now because like, so like the AOG, when I was doing it for YouTube, I missed that there was a pipe in the like I mislooked and didn't realize that the pipe was actually attached to the wall that I was taking down. And I blew up a bunch of stuff. So now I'm like extra cautious. Like, where's the pipes? Are the pipes here? Am I gonna blow up half the cargo contents of the boat now? Like, not like on that one, thankfully, it wasn't a big deal. I'd already collected all the contract stuff, which is like where you make your money back from like the cost of the boat and gain, you know, a little extra to put towards upgrades. And if I had, I would only, like, if I had blown stuff, it would have just been one contract that I fubbed, so it wouldn't have been such a big deal, but at the same time, don't want to be blowing stuff up on boats. You know? Pallets tend to have all the liquids in the world that you want, and they're important, because, you know, you need liquids to upgrade the tools and the crane. Just hoping now that we've upgraded the crane that when we hit another ship that has like 50,000 things to crane off of it, that it's gonna be easier? Better. Less tiresome to make Ivan do his job. I think that's really good. The hope is that Ivan will just do his job without me telling him to pick up the same thing 5 times. Alright. And with that, I've gotten rid of most of the standing walls that were in my way before. So that's an improvement. Those ones are attached to stairwells, so they don't count. At least I say they don't count. Which is the really important part here, is I say they don't count. Alright. The never-ending game of 52 pickup. Already like it feels like, and then now I'm like, I'm already full, but like I've cleared like most of like a room, so it makes sense that I'd already be full. Don't know what I'm complaining about. Dude's carrying like 700 pounds on his back, you know? You really expect a dude to carry more? No, 700 pounds is a lot. Like a lot. More than most people can dream to like lift and carry, never mind shuck, you know, that far away. It's like doing a caber toss and then some, you know? I once went to a Highland Games. It was an interesting experience. Men in kilts throwing poles. I mean, there's other stuff there, but you know, the men in kilts throwing poles was probably the most notable thing that happened. That and the, you know, the dancing. I kind of wish that I had back in the day learned how to do Scottish dancing, but I wasn't part of a Scottish or an Irish regiment, so it wasn't really a thing that was offered. But also, I don't know that I could deal with being on my toes like that. It's like ballet, but like worse because you're actively, like, I mean, I guess ballet is also actively, but man, it's a lot of wear and tear on your toes, you know, even with the shoes. Your poor toesies. And I already abused the crap out of my feet being in cadets because we walked everywhere. And in combat boots, nonetheless, everywhere. Combat boots are parade boots, but it's not always running shoes. Alright. Out through the door that I made. That's all cleaned up. I think it's just this last section and then we can start tearing down this deck layer. I lied. There's more rooms. A lot more rooms. Ooh, at least we can throw all the way back here. I don't have to go forward. I don't know, I always think you have to go so much more forward than you do, but the guy has like mad range on his throw skills. Like you can throw from pretty damn far away. Make it in. Can we do it from here? No. We can do it from here though. And that should be everything? Except for this wall. Okay. Well, if that's not everything, we'll find it eventually. Alright, well then we'll just go through here. Stairs that wants to be annoying. It's fine. Nobody asked you anyways. Sebastian, get out of the kitchen! There's nothing in there for you! He, like, walked in the kitchen, he's like... So, like, he walked in the kitchen, but, like, he's trying to jump on my cooler that I was cleaning out the other day, because I didn't really clean it out after, camping this season, and I've been, like, cleaning up my camping kit to, like, re-put it away, because there's some stuff that I took out of it that I need to put back into it. Anyways, cooler was one of those things that like needed a cleaning before it got officially put away for the year. Granted, I need a new cooler. I need a different cooler. The cooler I have is not a good cooler. But it's sitting in the kitchen right now because I need to wipe it down. And his little pawsies were all on it, like he was trying to climb up on it. I don't know what he was doing because there's nothing A in the cooler, and B, he's not that big. Like, I don't know what he's trying to do. He's like trying to get on the cooler to get up on the counter to get like the roast that I made for dinner. I don't know what he's doing. Anyways, he needed to be told off. He's now sulked away somewhere. Like, he's 10 pounds. Like, he's 10 pounds and a tiny dog. Like, I don't know what he thinks he's doing, but he clearly thinks he's doing something. Trying to, like, kill himself by climbing on the cooler and then falling down and then sliding on the linoleum. That's, like, the only thing I can foresee here. Either way, all bad for an old man. He's gonna clean the cooler since I haven't. I wish he would clean the cooler since I haven't. If somebody else would do the chores that I don't want to do, that'd be cool. I mean, it's not a chore I don't want to do, it's just a chore that I need to do that I keep putting off. But I wish he would, I wish he would clean the cooler for me. That'd be cool. It just needs a wipe down. It's not like it's crazy, it just... I need to get the stuff and the things and just wipe down the cooler. But also, I wish he would do some damn chores around this house. He's such a freeloader, you know? Damn dog. I'm pretty sure he's stealing the roast beef that I made for dinner. Which is technically dinner for, like, the next, like, day and a half or so. I'm really sad, though, because it's the last, like, roast that I had in my freezer. And I will not be getting any more beef for quite some time, because goddamn, the price of beef makes you want to cry. I think I might still have like a steak or two in the beef bag basket in my freezer, but like that's literally it. We're down. We're gonna be living off that chicken lifestyle pretty soon. Not that there's anything wrong with chicken, but every once in a while you just kinda want, you know, something that isn't chicken. I need to take these walls out so this all falls down. All of the roof bits. Can I crouch jump and get that? Yeah, crouch jump. Ooh, that was a little bit of a rough of an autosave. I don't know what I was saying now. Oh, the last little bits of beef, but after that it's chicken lifestyle. But I'm pretty sure that's what he's after is the roast beef that's sitting on my counter. Oh, there's stuff in here. Hello, lockers. Ooh, washing machines. It's the laundry room back here. Okay, that wall's taken care of. That's all of the top rivets taken care of, now just the bottom ones. It's just wall rivets down that way, which I will have to take care of actually because they're attached to the deck and not the floor plates. So we will make a run and do those. Which will thankfully also take care of all this standing wall that I left. Which isn't such a big deal because it's not on the side that I ever parked the truck on, so. Ooh, more oil containers. Take you. Carrying too much now, that's fine. More oil. I shouldn't say it's the last beef that I'll eat though, because I do have ground beef, and ground beef is still somewhat affordable to eat, but like just cuts of beef are just too expensive. So, is what it is. Alright. It's a lot of good collapsing. Sounded like it went just about everywhere, which is the important thing. Oh, I missed a bit here. See? Again, I say that it's fine, and then it's not fine, and I've missed a bit. Okay, though, it's not a big bit. It's not like I found an entire room that I missed. Ooh, you know what? You know what? Something else really cool happened today. So for the first time in a hot minute, I opened up Amazon Prime, like the video thing, you know, the video app, the streaming app, as it were, for you fancy kids out there. They put Dead Like Me on there. Dead Like Me is one of like my all-time favorite shows. I really enjoy it. So I'm super excited because I used to have it all on DVD, but like Housefire means all my DVDs are gone and I've just never replaced them. Mainly because I don't technically actually own a DVD player anymore. I mean, I own a PS4 which can play DVDs, but like I don't own a DVD player anymore, so I just didn't feel like the need to repurchase them. But at the same time, I think they're also really hard to come by because they don't print them anymore. Like they don't print like copies of like the TV series anymore because media companies just don't print a lot of DVD sets anymore of TV shows. They just kind of don't get bought, so they stop making them. But either way, I'm excited because it means I can watch some Dead Like Me. I haven't watched it in quite a number of years. You know, living in those glory days. It's one of those shows that like when it came on, I made my dad watch it. He was like, it doesn't look. He wasn't like super enthused over it, but I was like, no, we gotta watch this. It looks so good. And then he also really enjoyed it. It's like that and Veronica Mars were like the two things that I really got him. Like, I mean, there's other stuff that I got him into, but like the ones that I'm really proud of are making him watch Veronica Mars and Dead Like Me. Gotta love that Grim Reaper lifestyle. But if you've never seen it, 100% worth a watch. If it is indeed also on your Amazon Prime, because I know it differs like between Canada and the States what they have available, but usually it's almost typically 1-for-1. Not always, but typically is. Because if you've never seen it, it is a good show. And they made it was only 2 seasons, but they made 2 seasons and there's a movie out there. The movie's kind of hard to come by. I think I've only found a couple places that you could ever watch it. And one of them was a not so legal way to watch it, but I don't even. That one took me a while to find even. By not so legal, I mean you download it onto a drive. That was a long time ago. I don't even have that drive anymore. But yeah. Anyways, well worth a watch if you find it and it piques your interest, tickles your brain in a way that makes it go, huh, that's kind of cool. It's like, you know, dark, funny satire, you know? Okay. And then that should be everything minus this one tiny closet I missed. Every time with the tiny closets. Can I just pick this up? Like, I've told it to pick that doorway like 3 times and it's just told me to go screw myself. I was like, we heard you wanted to pick this up. No. Alright, let's start here and work our way forward. Well, I guess we're not working our way entirely forward because electricity. Although... Oh, ah! Doing that, I can break this out and get in there. Is it in this room? Yes, it is. Thank you. Now we can get it all. these steel beams are in my way. Well, they're not in my way, but they annoy me to the point where I feel the need to pick them up because they're just kind of like in the way visually for me. Just littered everywhere. Damn steel beams. And they're the tiny ones too. They're the little 4-pound suckers. I mean, these ones aren't 4 pounds, but see, all these little 4-pound suckers are just everywhere. Like, what did they even come off of? Walls? Must have been walls. Maybe? Or quarter pieces of decking? I don't know. They're just freaking everywhere, though. Whatever, I just did that for good measure, you know? Okay. Tiny steel beams. I don't know why they irritate me so much being there, but they really do. Something wrong with me. It's what it is. It's just plain something wrong with me. It's okay. We'll acknowledge it and we'll move on from it. Oh my god, why? I don't know why it was so freaking hard to hit that one damn rivet, but it was. Hopefully this time I got everything. To be fair, we'll know shortly if I didn't. Just look at all like just randomly start falling apart. It's really funny when you just watch like an entire room collapse because like everything around it's collapsed. Looks like we got everything for once. That was not the truck. At all. Oh, I missed a tiny bit right here. That's okay. Ivan can get this. Although I don't know how much we're yeah, I mean we can't call him Ivan be waiting anymore because, you know, he's fast as oh. That's cool. That means there's a yellow container in there somewhere. That's helpful. Oh, connector. Connector. My tiny kitchen blowtorch again. I mean, this is that's quite the flame on my tiny kitchen blowtorch. It's blue too, which means it's hot. That's how you know a fire is hot. It's blue. Can I? Oh, I can. Okay, hold on. Nope, that didn't work. It's fine. There's enough beams to fill my pockets and then some right here. You can try this again. The answer is that went like completely the opposite direction. That went flying after that rebound. Just leave that there for now. I want to go up a level. I know there was an entire room I didn't know about. That makes sense. It's always something. Yeah, please, Ivan, take it away. Oh, I mean, it's not that I didn't know about it. I completely 100% saw this. I apparently just didn't realize that I'd never been in here. That's probably a better analysis of the situation. Thought I had been in here, had not been in here. It's okay, there's lots of good stuff. Woo, already finished 2 out of the 3 contracts. That's, we're moving and grooving on this boat. However, I am gonna have to figure out where the heck that box went. That flung backwards. Carrying too much! Has been yelling at me 3 times while I've tried to pick stuff up. Typical. Can you just break? Hello? Thank you. I think we're maybe at the point where we push the truck forward to the front of the boat and just start throwing things forward, maybe. I don't know that that actually will work in our favor, but at the same time, throwing it to the side is not gonna work because the, all is in the way, although... How many is that? 2? I mean, we're almost to the point where we can take that off. I'm just gonna move the truck. Can always move it back later. Get this one flying wall piece, and that box didn't even go in. It also just decided to go sailing over the track even though it was green! Getting mad at nothing, really. It's not mad, it's just annoyance. It's pure and utter annoyance at how silly it is sometimes. Oh, there's a grate underneath the truck. Alright, clean all this stuff up. Ooh, more acid. What do we have left that we need? Just some gas tanks. Okay. Those shouldn't be super difficult to come across. Grabbing at nothing because my box is full. We should punch a hole through this wall to make life easier. Should probably make it bigger, honestly. That seems like a good enough hole. I was about to say, what the hell is this wall attached to? But it's attached to the wall back there. I was like, we don't want floating walls here. Floating walls are bad times. Definitely not the easiest to take down once they're floating. Is this attached? It was. I threw it and it did not go anywhere. It somehow managed to bounce off something. Right. To the outside of this where my other box is. Get rid of this connector and the connector on the other side, although we haven't done the other side. Guess we should pick up all these steel beams while we're at it. For good measure. Not with the torch in my hand, because that's actually kind of annoying to listen to. Oh my god, that actually made it in the truck. I wasn't sure that was going to. It was like, it could go in the truck, and I was like, could it though? Apparently the answer is it can. That wall there is 100% attached to the hull and not the rest of the wall. So that had to go. Oh, we're already full. Kind of honestly amazed that that's gonna go in, and it does. Legitimately amazed that that went in. Alright. Time to take all of this down. No, I missed that one right there. Honestly, don't think I need to hit those. As long as I take the stairs out, that should all just fall when I hit this section. So I don't know why I banged those rivets out. Whatever. Too late. I did it. It's done. Ooh, there's all this stuff. Ooh, there's the yellow bin. Well, that makes life easy. The yellow bin's right here. Just throw all of this in the yellow bin and not have to worry about trying to chuck it into the truck. Which makes me kind of want to break down some of these walls too before I make this yellow bin go away. Specifically, these stairs can go because they are in the way if they were ever in the way. There we go. Some of this wall's gonna have to go because I can't get back there to get the other portion of this anyway, so... Alright, Ivan, come take her away! That didn't work very well. Get all this picked up. Let's take this wall out and then we can throw it in that bin and... then it's all gone and not a problem later. I mean, it will be a problem later, it's just, it's easier to throw this in the bin now than, like, try and chuck it after I take the floor out, you know? At least logically that makes sense to my brain. I think all of this wall is attached to the hull anyways, so it needs to come down. Oh, it definitely is attached to the hull anyways. It all needs to come down, because otherwise it'll just be floating wall that I have to come back up for later. Alright, just this side to take off. And then this bit. And now I can come get the yellow box. And we can start taking down the deck. Oh, we're just missing one gas tank now. It's pretty good. Still all with the steel beams being annoying and in my way. I think once we take this level off, we should be able to get the big engine block out of there, and that'll be good. Say goodbye to that hunk of metal. And we throw it in from back here? Yeah. Oh, that's not good. That's an artifact up there that I've gotta get rid of. Is it this? Yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't mean to go all the way down. Hopefully if I take this wall out, it'll all come down. This is just floating bullcrap. Okay. Oh, maybe it's that one. It's gotta be. It's because this is attached to the deck. Yeah? The answer is not. Damn floating walls! Such a pain in the ass to take care of. That, all of them. We'll find out in a sec. The answer is no. It's a bottom. It is a bottom rivet. There's no way in hell I'm getting to be able to hit that. Ooh, I got it. Damn it. Nope. That wasn't gonna work. I don't even know why I tried that. Okay. Whew. That didn't go very well. I got this. I can get rid of it. Stupid floating freaking wall. I can do it. Should have been paying better attention. I just assumed that this was all connected. I mean, I guess in a way it was, but also not. Ooh, that didn't get all of it. Ah! I've fallen down through a hole and I can't get out. Okay, this should be easy to get, in theory. In theory. Or not. Okay. Try this way and go. Is it not there? No. It's right there. Okay. Edge, edge, edge. Get that one. Now this wall. Oh, goddamn floating walls! I swear to God. I gotta keep it better on eye of those, because that's a nightmare to try and do. Or, you know, physics could just dictate that they're not attached to anything and just fall down like you think they should. But you know, that makes too much sense. Too logical. Well, at least that's all of that mess cleaned up. Now we can go back to breaking ribbons. That's not a hammer, that's a box with a hand. That's also a box with a hand. It's either my scroll wheel is either super sensitive, which I can probably adjust in software, or the game's just like takes like the tiniest turn of the scroll wheel and says, "Well, you clearly want to change your tool." I actually wonder if I could disable that the scroll wheel tool switch thing, because it's often what makes it switch. It's not me pressing numbers; it's just me hitting my scroll wheel. pile of steel beams in my way. Another pile of steel beams in my way over there too. Like, I literally have gone everywhere and picked everything up, you know, it's just always seems to be a random pile of steel beams that came from the ether to haunt me. It's almost like steel beams hate me. Like, where'd you guys come from? Oh, those came from the wall. Never mind. I know where you came from. And where all of you steel beams came from. The damn walls is the answer. Answered my own question. They are definitely there to haunt me. They're artifacts of the walls that I left floating. Okay, that's that. Push it off the break. Go there. Now we can start here and work our way back again after we pick up our mess. But hey, at least here it's cleaner than the rest of it because it's mostly just open space that only has a tiny bit of mess in it. Might as well take all this out while we're here, you know? And give me a wall to throw through so that I don't have to, like, play the jump shot game. I can just not hit walls. Just forever hitting walls with boxes. I mean, honestly, I don't think it'll help that I did that, but, you know, one can dream that opening the wall up a little bit would stop me from hitting walls, but hasn't in the past, so why would it now? Sebastian right now is laying beside me and he is snoring so freaking loudly. I wish I could detach this mic and stick it down there so you could hear him snoring. The only problem with that, of course, being that, like, once I would put the mic near his face, he'd wake up and be like, what the hell are you doing? But, you know, he is snoring so loud that I can hear it through my headphones. Not that, like, these are crazy noise-canceling headphones, but, like, it means he's snoring really loud. I could see Breaker snoring like a freight train. Honestly. Also, he must be like dead tired if he's asleep already. Either that or he was watching the stream and fell asleep, in which case he, like Tech, fall asleep to me rambling. Honestly, like, it's weird to say, but I imagine Breaker snores like my dad did. You know, where, like, the entire house kind of, like, you feel like the house would be shaking, but it doesn't, because, like, that's realistically impossible. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Like, he's gotta be exhausted, because, like, he's, you know, he's usually up till, like, midnight, 1 in the morning. Because he's a crazy person. I mean, granted, I'm usually up that late too, but I also, you know, historically have a later start time for work than he does. Ooh. That separated the ship. I should probably grab those so I can knock this down and not have flying debris everywhere. That's everything. That should be fine. Nah, not that crazy, but he's next to me, so it's loud. He snores like your blowtorch, actually. I mean, okay, that's definitely not my dad level of snoring. My dad, whoo, man, it was literally like him snoring is literally like, it was like a trait. You could, like, my bedroom when I was a kid was down the hall, and I slept with my door closed, and like, often you could hear him through that. I mean, granted, eventually he ended up with like a CPAP machine because he had sleep apnea, which is why he snored so loud. And the CPAP machine actually really fixed it, but for a long time as a kid without that background noise, it was weird for me, like, to try and go to sleep because like it just wasn't there. When I first moved out, actually, it was really hard to go to sleep because there was no snoring like a freight train. It's one of those things you just get accustomed to, and because like it's my whole life he'd snored like that, it was freaking weird to like not have it. Well, and then there's that side that can go now too. Get to know his snoring isn't as bad as that though, man. You know what? A better example is like when we went camping, right? You could hear my dad like halfway across the campground in one of the smaller places that we would like go to. Like I'd go to the bathroom and I could still hear him snoring like when I went to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and sometimes oh wow. I mean, they'd yell on their exhale. I mean, that's something. I mean, my dad had sleep apnea, and he would like stop breathing like a ridiculous amount of time when he was snoring. But like, it's hard to get like used to it not being there for a while, and then I had a roommate who snored really loud, and then didn't help scare the bears. We didn't camp where there were bears. I don't know why everyone assumes that when you go camping there's bears everywhere. Bears don't like people, and if there's like a popular campground area, they usually stay the hell away. Not always, but historically bears stay the hell away. And where we camped, there definitely weren't any bears because you were right by the highway. Basically, you're sandwiched between the highway and like and two sets of rail lines. Like there's no bears anywhere near there, except for like in the winter when it's like quieter, but bears are asleep in the winter, so never. Early spring maybe, I guess. Early spring, depending on like when they wake up, but where we camped there's never any signs of bears. That's not true. When we went camping in Skagit Valley, there were bears. There was a little black bear that they were really worried about people hand feeding and stuff when we went camping there. But I mean, there's so like there's some parks in like some of like the coastal, like not coastal, but like the mountainside cities that have problems with bears. Like one of the lakes that like you can go to got shut down this summer because they had a couple of black bears that were hanging out there, and well, people are freaking dumb and think that they can, you know, hang out with the bear. We have a huge problem with like a specific portion of the population not understanding that bears are dangerous, and they just try and like snap pictures with the bear. There's a video of like a one woman trying to tell her small child to go over closer to the bear so they could get a picture with the bear. And anyways, they shut down the park for like most of the summer because of that, which is fair. The bear, it's their habitat, not really our habitat, so. We're the invaders, not the other way around. But I imagine if there were bears in the area, it probably would have helped keep them away because, you know, it's loud as hell. Just a freight train of snoring. To be fair, at least I never got lost in the middle of the night because I could always find my way back to the campsite. Just follow the sound. But also, like, with Yosemite, I believe it, anywhere that, like, is a tourist hotspot, they just get so used to people that they're just not afraid of people, right? They don't see them as a threat, they're just part of the environment. Like Yosemite and like, Yellowstone and that, like, you're just part of, like, the natural ecosystem at this point, because there's so many people that go through there and so many cars. Which is, like, A, dangerous for the bear, and B, dangerous for people. I don't know why I just threw stuff in that. I don't know if that can actually come out of there. That was probably a mistake. I don't think you can get this. Yeah, you 100% can't get that out. I just threw metal in there. At least it's only a little bit of metal that I threw in there. You can't get this box out. I don't know why they would place the box there when you literally can't get it out of underneath the thing. That seems silly. At least I didn't throw anything important in there. Okay. Nope, these are welded on. Ivan. Ivan's the only other character that you— well, I mean, I guess you could interact with, like, the shack guy, but yeah, it's Ivan. Ivan is the only one who answers the walkie-talkie. Can I pull this out now? No, it's still attached. This should be able to pull that though. There we go. I can get the hell out of here. Like, I'm almost positive the only other character that you can interact with is shack construction guy. And that's it. I could be mistaken, but I'm almost positive. And he doesn't walkie-talkie, he just gives you options to upgrade your shack to a slightly nicer shack. Well, I guess that's technically not true because there's all those shop guys. But, like, I don't know, they're shopkeepers. Do we really count them as other people you interact with? That sounds so bad. They're just retail workers. Are they even human? Oh, man. I say that as a former retail worker, you know? That's how it feels some days. I mean, to be fair, I may be, once again, a retail worker with the way my job search is going. My favorite part right now is so like when like you search for jobs here, you have access to like some government resources, and the government resources go, well, you're looking for a job. You can look for a job within like 40 kilometers of where you live. Bro, I'm not going 40 kilometers away for a job. That's far. That's like, I mean, in rush hour traffic, that could take you like a good hour and a half if you're lucky some days. Not a chance in hell. Like 40 kilometers distance-wise really isn't that far, right? But like time-wise, in rush hour, get hecked. No, so I went to the mall a couple days after I taught you guys about applying to that sandwich place. And they'd already taken down their help wanted sign, so they definitely hired somebody. So that went out the window, real fast. That wouldn't have been bad though, like, cause like that's for me would have been super close. I mean, I'm not super excited about doing food service, but just place wise, it would have been good just because it's literally like across the street. But that is the job market. But there's another job posting for in the mall there for a glasses place that I applied for. So maybe I'll work at Specsavers. Never having worn a pair of glasses or contacts in my life, but you know, one can dream. One can dream that I could sell. I could also sell prescription glasses. It's just kind of like a Hail Mary of like applying to a bunch of stuff that I don't necessarily wanna do or stick with, but like is close, so I don't have to like worry about hours and getting to work and to school. On the bright side, if I got a job at the glasses shop place, I would get free eye exams. I haven't had an eye exam in a long time. Not that I'm super worried about my vision being bad or needing glasses, but you know, you should get your eyes checked if you can. Right? It's slightly important. I'm sure my vision's not like, you know, as good as it once was, but I assume it's probably still around 2020 still. I mean, my most of my family hasn't ever needed glasses except for like in old age needed, you know, reading glasses, but that's to be expected, and that's more just like out of comfort and not wanting to read tiny novel print and straining to see it because your eyes be old. I mean, because in reality, reading glasses are just like slight magnifying glasses. Putting reading glasses on is like holding a magnifying glass out to fine print, essentially. But who knows? Maybe there'll be like other places in the mall that will have open positions. I honestly never thought that I would like consider going back to working at a mall again. I hated it the first time I did it. It was, I mean, to be fair, I worked at Walmart. I mean, Walmart's not the best place to work, but it's also not like the worst place in the world to work at the same time. Just gets hectic there. All these rivets on the wall, they're so easy. Oh, yes, they call them gas stations in Canada, you dweebus. I mean, sure, except like I looked, so there was a like essentially what one would call a 7-Eleven. It's a convenience store. They were hiring, but like they wanted you to have previous convenience store experience to work at this job. Like, how are you supposed to, like, it's a convenience store. Like, why do I need 1 to 2 years experience in working at a convenience store to work at a convenience store? Shit baffles my mind, honestly. Honestly baffles my mind. It's a freaking convenience store. Like, I can use a cash register and do basic math. It's not that difficult, but like you want previous experience. It's the same thing with gas stations, unfortunately. And also the gas stations around me are not freaking close. They're a good distance away. The closest one is up past a high school that's already a good, 10-minute walk. And the gas station's another further, I want to say like 5 minutes from that. Which, I mean, I guess a 20-minute walk isn't super bad, but it's not super close. A 20-minute walk, I suppose, wouldn't kill me either, Get some steps in. But I've never seen them hire. I don't even know where you would look for job postings for those. Like usually when you see them, they're usually like posted like in the thing. You have three corner stores on your block? Jesus. I mean, I live by a mall, right? So like having convenience stores everywhere really isn't a thing. I guess for where I live, because it makes no sense. But also, like, 3 convenience stores on a block would be wild to see here, unless you're like in downtown. And even then, you're not looking at 3 convenience stores per block. You Once upon a time, we had a 4-corner Starbucks. That one was interesting. That didn't last like a crazy huge amount of time. I don't think there's 4 corners on those Starbucks anymore. Like, they used to have a Starbucks on every corner for this one block. One has a smog check station, the other sells chicken. I mean, I guess if they do different things, it makes sense. Like, they have specialty convenience stores. But like, so there's a convenience store right by the high school, and then the next one, the next closest like 7-Eleven is like a 5-minute drive from that, and then the other one is like another 3 from that. Like, if you're going the same way, like they're not close to each other by any means. And one of them's in a gas station. Well, they're both in gas stations. I don't know. They're not super close. Like, there's not stuff like that that's close to me. And like, I live in a major suburban area, right? It's not like I live in the middle of nowhere. Obviously, I live in the middle. Like, obviously, I live in the. I don't live in the middle of nowhere. I live by a mall. I can't live in the middle of nowhere if you live by a mall. Yeah, 4 corner Starbucks. It is a lot, but also like it's a heavy office area. So I imagine it was done for like the sake of like lineup times. But also, like, that was at the heyday of, like, Starbucks, right? That's when people were drinking Starbucks. Now people drink, like, not a lot of... People drink less Starbucks now. No one sleeps in that area. Imagine. I mean, there's not 4 Starbucks there anymore. This is, I don't know, I want to say nearing 20 odd years ago. 15 years ago. At least 15 to 20 years ago that there was 4 Starbucks. It's before Starbucks started crashing, you know? But I definitely think there's only like 1 left on that corner. There might be 2. I could be wrong. I don't remember the address of it anymore to take a look, but there used to be 4 Starbucks. It was part of a scavenger hunt that we did when we did like a scavenger hunt thing. You had to get a picture with the Starbucks. Oh, I need to take out the part of the wall over here. Still managed to miss this. Can I take this out now? Like, what's holding it together? Oh, I could have taken this away ages ago. It was this that I was missing, not the wall. Okay, now it can go away. Jeebus. But yeah, that was a long time ago. Long time ago, back when Starbucks was in its heyday and just when everybody drank Starbucks for God knows what reason. To be fair, for a long time up here, like your options for coffee, like I mean, it wasn't your entire option for coffee, but like if you drank coffee, you either drank Tim Hortons coffee or you drank Starbucks if you were bougie and fancy. Like there's no in between for the most part. You drank one or the other. Which always baffled me. Granted, I'm not a coffee drinker, so it makes absolutely no difference to me. I think it's wild. Well, after I pick all this up, this should be a section of... Oh god, the hull was way bigger than what I thought it was. Never mind. I thought this, like, if I cleaned all this bit up that I, like, broke, I could just take away the sections. But the sections are larger. Whatever, it doesn't matter. All needs to get cleaned up either way. All the steel beams. I don't think I can actually get all of this ship gone because I can't... Oh, never mind. I can get rid of that. That's an entire separate piece. That aft, that fat aft is its own entire piece. I thought it was attached to the rest of the hull, but the aft is its own fat aft. So now we say goodbye to that, and we can have Ivan take that away too. So we get away the metal that we thought we had accidentally killed. Honestly, you should probably start selling off some of the material we have so that I can just buy the rest of the upgrades. Might not be a terrible idea, honestly. After we finish this boat and we collect our paycheck and we see how much money we have and we see what we can upgrade, maybe we will sell off more stuff so that we can finish off some of the upgrade bits. Honestly, it depends on how much liquid I have, I think is really the biggest holder of what I can upgrade. You're part Colombian, so I started drinking coffee at like 7 years old or something. I don't recommend it for kids. Now I get migraines if I don't at least have a cup. I mean, I could see that because your body's so used to having caffeine that it can't function without it. It's like sugar, right? You know, trying to quit sugar is like worse than trying to quit heroin. I think the youngest we were ever allowed to have a cup of coffee, we were like, I want to say like 13 or 14 at my grandparents' house. Like, so like when we had family gatherings, everyone like played cards and had coffee in the evening, and like us kids were obviously never allowed. We got offered like hot chocolate or like tea were the options, or you could have some chocolate milk. But after my grandparents had moved up to the Okanagan, my cousins from the other half of the family were over for Christmas the one year that we were there. And they're about the same age as I am. I think one of them was like maybe a year older than me. But they were going to the coffee pot and getting coffee, and my grandma kind of made a comment, and then I asked my dad if I was also allowed to have a cup of coffee, and my grandma was like, "Well, I guess we're all just drinking coffee now." She was so annoyed at it. She was like, "You're too young. You're still too young to be drinking coffee." Which technically I mean, yes, I guess, but also, I mean, there's about the same amount of caffeine in a cup of coffee as there is in a Coke, and at that point, you know, I was drinking Coke pretty regularly, so shrug. It just makes me laugh though. My grandma got so annoyed that we were emptying out the coffee pot. And like the worst part about it, of course, is like at that age you're not really drinking coffee. You're drinking coffee with a crap ton of that like flavored creamer in it. Someone had bought like Irish creamer. So that's basically what we were drinking. It was 90% Irish creamer and like, you know, a little bit of coffee. No, she's just more concerned that like we were drinking coffee, you know, like you're too young for it. It had nothing to do with feeling special. It's just you know, you're too young to be drinking that much caffeine. It's not good for you. It's gonna stunt the old adage of it's gonna stunt your growth. But of course, like by the time like I was that age, I'd already stopped growing because like I hadn't really grown much since I was 12. I hit 5'5" at 12, and that was that. Like I stopped growing. I guess technically I'm 5'6", but like I'm just under 5'6". That doesn't really matter. It's funny. It's funny that like she just was like, you shouldn't be having coffee. You're too young. But in all fairness, you know. Ooh, that's a hefty contract. That's $3,500. Ooh, doggy. All right, Ivan's carrying that away, and then we can take our goodies to be sorted. I mean, to be fair, 5'5" is 5'5", 5'6" is kind of like the average height of a woman in North America, so not a surprise that we're the same height. Let's be real. Alright, and that is that. Alright. Let's scrap her away. And now to figure out what the heck our next ship is. To find the next ship on the Price is Right. So the Armano is $2,000. Ooh. I guess we're doing a submarine. We're gonna do the Kursk.